So Andrew said you two could introduce the panel. Who would like to try to do that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Hey, I like live action adaptations, and I convinced my friends that as well. Like, live action adaptations are pretty good, and my friends and kind of me are gonna tell you why.
Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, I'm Natalie.
I'm Thomas,
And together, just I am the foundation for the eradication of Gen 5 Pokemon, because these two can't do anything correctly. And welcome to our live action adaptations. Good? Question mark, exclamation point, answer they are. But before we begin,
is this only the Japanese ones or only the American ones?
we will fucking get there.
we'll get lost, don't worry.
There are 167 slides. You think we don't address that question?
Yes.
I know, what's wrong with us? So, first off, who here likes live action adaptations of anime? Who here is not joking when they raise their hand? Okay. You? You're just doing it to be included. Okay, what's your one exception?
I enjoyed the Utah one.
Hey, I reviewed that and then we cut it from the panel.
Because I was like, nobody has watched anything you've reviewed, Natalie.
I have the movie on my shelf.
Well,
They own it.
I do.
They're that big of a fan.
I own the movie Win-Win, and I don't give a shit about that thing. You think owning physical media means anything these
Your
days?
slide would have been perfect.
It's okay. You can watch the UMACon version of this panel. It's on YouTube. You can get to our YouTube through that QR code right there. Seamless advertising. Let's talk about the history of adaptations. So a long time ago, someone invented the idea of art. Moments later, someone plagiarized the idea of art. Presumably, this led to the world's first lawsuit. Because that's the thing, when you think about it, all art is ultimately an adaptation of something that came before it. Lion King 2, Simba's Pride is just an adaptation of Romeo plus Juliet, which is an adaptation of Romeo and Juliet, which is an adaptation to the classic DuckTales episode, Bubbio and Juliet. Which, as we all know, is based on the adventures of the first emperor of Byzantium, Scrooge McDuck. Much like how this joke is copied from an older panel of mine, everything is ultimately a derivative form of that one cave painting. Yes, even Jackie Chan adventures. Toru knows that's why he's so sad. Also because he's getting replaced by this guy.
Aww.
Season 5, he'll heel turn, I swear. So where does this leave us? Talking about how people get upset when the live action adaptation doesn't live up to the hype, as if the anime was the first version of that story to begin with? We don't see manga fans get bent out of shape when someone takes creative liberty over their franchises. Everyone agrees Fullmetal Alchemist 2003 is, in that man's word, goated.
No, it's not.
You think Sonic Unleashed is goated? You think I take a single one of your opinions seriously? Yeah, no. Manga fans never get mad. Sorry, manga fans always justifiably get mad. It's okay. Bleach is terrible. Do not watch Bleach. So what's the point? We're here to tell you about how live action adaptations are actually good because they do more than the source material could ever dream of doing. Natalie, would you like to start by talking about a live action adaptation of one of your favorite anime that you watched so you could give this slide?
Yes, I will talk extensively about Avatar. Wait,
Is that
Avatar. This is not very well received. That's an offline IMDb score.
What are you, IGN?
Look, I'm just pointing out.
Okay.
So James Cameron, he might have been spilling his heart and soul through these movies, but like, how can I even bring myself to care when they're only watchable in the theater?
Natalie, we're supposed to be positive about these movies. And also, we're supposed to talk about things based on anime.
But, okay, wait, is this not the right Avatar?
This is not the right Avatar. I mean,
Wait. Okay, this Avatar, right?
yes.
Okay.
It was blue clothes, not blue people.
Yes. Oh, I'm very disappointed because DuckDuckGo failed me. I Googled Avatar movie and they showed me something else. Did they forget that the film happened?
No, it doesn't exist.
No. The movie doesn't have the word Avatar in it for legal reasons.
He's right. I'm here to talk about The Last Airbender, a banger 2010 film directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Judging by the reviews and ratings I've gone through, it's clearly beloved. That number, look, 310 people are brave enough to put it on as a favorite on their letterbox. By the end of this panel,
There are 25 people here. We can hit 335.
335! You all better, if you don't have letterbox, you have to create one just so you can give this a favorite. Anyway, that number's gonna go to the moon.
Yeah, we're gonna review bomb the movie.
But just in case you don't already agree with me, we gotta go through some criticisms. Some people say that Aang was a little too brooding and angsty compared to his happy-go-lucky self in the anime. Guys, it's literally in his name. His name is Aang, angst, right there. And let's not pretend Aang didn't have for extended periods of time in the show. Follow up, have any of you even been on Archive of Our Own? There are thousands of Avatar The Last Airbender angst fanfictions out there. It is the third most popular tag. If this isn't proof that this is what the people want, I have no idea what is. People also complain about name pronunciation, but you gotta hear me out. It's not as bad as it could be. My dad plays Pokemon Go, and he leaves off entire syllables when he says Pokemon names. When you read something instead of hearing people pronounce it, these things just kind of happen. What I'm trying to say here is that maybe Shyamalan was a fan of the manga, and I guess that makes him bigger fans than all of you.
Only watch the anime, for shame.
Did you watch the entire series like on YouTube?
Wait, that's not.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what.
I got excited.
Too excited. I'm
I
not
wanna
done yet.
talk.
Look,
I don't
besides
care.
Avatar, what have these showrunners even done? Michael Dante DiMartino directed Family Guy and King of the Hill for 3 years. Bryce Konietzko, he was the art director on one episode of Invader Zim. Meanwhile, M. Night Shyamalan has directed no short of 16 movies. If he were bad at it, they would have stopped him by now.
I watched Speed Racer 2008, and this is kind of a fantastic movie. I'm sure anyone would benefit from it, unless maybe you get motion sickness, in which case I understand.
I feel like we need an epilepsy warning for that GIF.
Yeah.
Sorry, that GIF.
It's only going to get worse from here. As you may know, this film was directed by the Wachowskis, and it shows. It's visually stunning in a way these seizure-inducing GIFs just can't convey. Like, sure, it might occasionally look like a Hot Wheels race, but, it's part of the charm. Another sign it was directed by the Wachowskis, this movie has a strong anti-capitalist message. Hero of the movie, good son and family man Speed. The villain, evil CEO. His name is Arnold Royalton. I'm not making that up. And it goes even further than that. The entire movie is meticulously spent proving how greed corrupts the innocent sport of racing. Like, look at this car Royalton uses to tempt Speed. That's something only Waluigi would drive. Not to mention that this movie has legitimate focus on the feelings and emotions of the characters. Speed doesn't just want to win. He doesn't want to let down his parents, something I never have to worry about. Unfortunately, Speed's dad is John Goodman, so he has to worry about it, which is very understandable, since his dad is John Goodman, and his dad also cosplays Mario. The dynamic shows why family really is the core to racing and this movie, and I'm very glad this movie has the focus on family first and was definitely not beat to it by 7 whole years by another whole franchise, that would be very embarrassing. And speaking of the family, genuinely overpowered, halfway through the movie, they flip a ninja around like pizza dough and uppercut him out of their socks. And what does like Dominic Toretto's family do? Like drive cars into space? Pathetic.
I want to be very clear. That happens in Fast 9. They drive a car in space.
Well, it's not a car, it's a spaceship then.
No, it's a car. You're driving it.
They don't drive it, they fly
that
it.
is a car. It is
It
being
is
driven.
it is propelled by jets, not wheels.
I don't care. That is a car.
I think those are solid rocket boosters.
Yeah, cars, a rocket boosters for a car. They're driving it.
Okay, who thinks it's a spaceship?
Who thinks it's a car?
What
Get
the
fucked. Everyone who raised their hand for car is allowed to stay. Everyone who raised their hand for spaceship has to sit in the back.
Spritle and Tim Tim? Oh my god.
I love how much power I have over some of you. It's great.
You're kind of mad with power.
Well, I can't get drunk with it. This is non-alcoholic.
Oops.
He can't go mad with power. He's already insane.
Spritle and Chim Chim, who would usually be the annoying comedic relief characters, are actually really funny in this. Story flat out would not happen without them. Honestly, the worst part about them is that they wear racist Paul Frank pajamas, but I'm just going to pretend that doesn't exist. It's a good movie.
Exactly. You see, Natalie had to pretend she liked The Last Airbender. You just got to talk about Speed Racer, a movie that's genuinely good.
Well, that's the point of this panel, to talk about movies that are genuinely good that I like.
That's not fair, Thomas. Why?
So you're like, hey, I want to do a panel where we talk about live action adaptations of bad movies. Also, I'm picking all the movies I want to watch and they're all good.
Well, also dibs on Speed Racer, yes.
You know what I had to watch? Death Note. And Death Note's a banger. First, the casting. Billie Eilish's boyfriend, Nat Wolff, plays Light. Billie claims she's a bad guy, but this man made out with someone at the Anne Frank house.
Oh.
And I know Nat Wolff doesn't give schemy vibes, but I think he makes up for it with his amazing facial reactions. This is camp. And if you don't think Light Yagami from Death Note is camp, I don't know what anime you watched. That's directed by Adam Weingard. Sure, he took some creative liberties, but I think it's clear he kind of gave a shit about the franchise and knew enough about Death Note to aggressively fuck it up. As far as like ways to mess up Death Note goes, I think he did better than any other AO3 fanfic. So let's go. Light tries to intimidate a bully by saying hitting him is legally child abuse because the guy got held back a grade. Who besides Light would think that's a good idea? And what's more American than giving a bullied loner with high-minded ideals an imperfect solution to solve all their problems? Sorry, I said bullied loner. I had said high-minded ideals, not racist shitposting. There we go. God, imagine if they localized the Death Note, not in the pronunciation. What was it, Deathnet? Deathnet? No. Actually localized it. Give us a death gun.
Yeah, you know Death Gun from Sword Art Online. You know how Death Gun works, right?
I'm just shocked. Of course, Sword Art Online is the show to have a character named Death Gun.
Death Gun, when Death Gun kills you, you die in real life. But not because the gun kills you in real life, but because Death Note has it meticulously planned out. And Death Note's brother stabs you when you're wearing your Oculus Rift.
Who's the Death Note's brother?
I don't know. They're not.
No, you said Death Note.
Oh, Death Note.
Is it Rem?
Oh my god.
I don't remember the Shinigami names. Yeah.
Death Note's brother. No, it's a Death Gun.
That's the most. Are they okay?
No.
Yeah, it's Sword Art Online. Anyway, I also appreciate they gave Mia Sutton something to do, and that something is murder. God, she loves murder so much. Like, her idea of a romantic night is just the two of them sitting and journaling while watching America's Most Wanted. That's how you spell his name. They replaced the tennis match with a coffee date. And I'm going to be honest, light taunting Al in this movie is way more fun, mostly because he does not hide the fact that he is guilty. I just wish they skipped the foreplay and got straight to the foot drying scene. I mean, it's already raining, and as we can tell by the current weather, it's always raining in Seattle. This movie takes place in Seattle. You know that because here's your stupid Ferris wheel. They ride it. For some reason, it's less romantic than when N rides it with your protagonist in Pokemon Black White, but, also, again, camp. Now, they do create a minor sacrilege by adding a rule to the Death Note about burning pages to stop a death, but the fact is that the protagonists treat that rule as if they can, if-else statement to trigger conditional deaths, which is really funny because that is not how it works in real life and in the movie. They're like, if she takes the note, that means she does take the note. It's great. They're so dumb. I love it.
Now let's talk about Cowboy Bebop, which also pretty good. First, let's talk about why. The characters here in the original, none of the characters were super compelling to me. Spike, he's cool. He's a guy. I'm not cool. I'm not a guy. He also seems pretty miserable eating this food, just like in the cartoon. I had initially thought it was because he was eating Panda Express, but then he started complaining about there being too much broccoli, and I love broccoli. I tried to bring some into the convention, but they made me peace bond it.
Wait, you tried to bring, they made you peace bond the broccoli?
No, I had to peace bond the death gun I was using to protect my broccoli.
Have you seen, none of these people want your broccoli. Have you seen convention attendees? Now, if you brought a giant stick of meat, I could see it, but I don't know. Maybe, I think what we really need to protect, of course, is the literal garbage outside. Oh, wait. There we go. We did it.
I still would rather have broccoli. Anyway, Jet, he's also a cool guy. Lesachek's still not cool, still not a guy. He lives in a suburb, which I'm pretty sure isn't walkable. They also gave him a daughter in the live action. Still not more relatable to me. I'm not a parent. The closest thing I have to a child are my plants that I let die. Faye Valentine, still a femme fatale. They improve on her character here by having her catchphrase be "fuck off," which, someday I'll have the audacity to
I mean, you
talk to
shouldn't.
people.
There are children here.
Oh, why did I say the word?
We can fix this. There's more.
All right, bye.
Yeah, we can kick her out.
Those are the only characters in Cowboy Bebop.
What about the dog?
It's there.
Where?
In the bag.
The whole dog or parts of the dog?
Oh my god.
The whole dog.
What about Ed?
I have no idea who you're talking about. They also redo some of the villains to make them scarier. Like this eco-terrorist from episode 4. Instead of looking like a Scooby-Doo villain in a costume, she looks like a Harry Potter cosplayer. Something much more frightening. Faye's facial expression says it all. Now, this series is 10 episodes, none of which I plan on talking about. People might complain about the Dutch angles, but I would say they are actually genius. This is a Netflix show. You're going to watch it while sinking into the couch. The showrunners planned ahead. Speaking of the showrunner, this is Andre Nemec, the showrunner. He's a true artist for one reason. He didn't watch any anime for inspiration, following Miyazaki's iconic advice. Instead, pulling from Western media like 2001: A Space Odyssey, Bonnie and Clyde, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I haven't seen any of these, but I like Cowboy Bebop, so that means I must like them too.
Thomas, you better have watched something terrible this time.
Is Alita Battle Angel good enough?
I don't even know.
I mean,
Does anyone even remember it?
I love
see, it's good.
Yeah.
It's my favorite cyberpunk action sports film. And, this movie has all the hallmarks of a great movie. Like, the power of friendship, tournament arcs, and also dead dogs.
You said good parts of a movie.
Yeah, and I'm not kidding about the dead dogs either. You see that war paint? That's literally dog blood. And if you want to fact check me on that, just make sure to ask Christy Gnome. She certainly knows what it looks like. The movie has some of the best performances out of some of Hollywood's greatest. For example, Christoph Waltz. And I hear you're asking, what could he do that could outperform his roles in Inglourious Bastards, Django Unchained, and Old Guy? In this movie, he's Dr. Dyson Ito, or as I like to call him, Dilf with a Hammer. Sure, he's the only ethical street doctor and Alita's adoptive father. He does dress like a Redditor, but don't worry, he's still pretty cool. In addition to Waltz, the cast is also joined by Edward Norton, who gives his best performance as Nova, or as I like to call him, the main villain who's not seen until the very end of the movie. This guy's design, so good. How do you make anything terrifying? Give him googly eyes and a mullet. Film was written and produced by James Cameron, an award-winning director. And we do know that James Cameron can really cook when he's not obsessed with blue people. Actual movie, as mentioned, adventure, science fiction, action, sports, pretty much every single movie genre. And if we know the movie has something that has better, that's why people hoard toilet paper when anything goes wrong, ever. So you may be asking, how can one movie handle so many genres at once? And the answer is simple. It never ends. I mean, it does end, but it feels like it takes twice the amount of time. It's about 2 hours, feels like 4 hours. If you spend your whole life watching it, your life will feel twice as long.
Now it's time to talk about...
Go, Justin.
This one.
Oh. See ya. Are you finally in charge now, Thomas?
Yeah.
You made him watch.
Oh,
Wait.
Is it over yet?
yeah, it's over. You can come back. It's safe.
I was really hoping this was a nightmare.
Well,
I should have known it wasn't. I have pants on.
I didn't see this movie. I assume it's good, though.
It's great.
I also haven't seen this movie, so that's why you're the only one who can talk about it.
I saw this movie in theaters. Now it's time to talk about the absolute banger that is Dragon Ball Evolution.
Wait. You should say the tagline. It's this.
You're already making me talk about Dragon Ball Evolution. You're going to make me read the
Just
tagline.
say it. It's cool.
Dragon Ball Evolution, the legend comes to life. You owe me $20.
I spent it at the artist's
You owe me a print.
Nah.
Specifically the Lunatone Soul Rock
Okay,
because they
I'll
are
pay you
sold out.
$20.
Thank you. I'm
Like
keeping.
$50.
That was a $20 bill. Don't worry. Okay. Who came up with the legend comes to life? That is trash.
Well, I assume some intern.
So AI before there was AI. Checks out. Anyway, this is a movie most audiences didn't understand. And remember, 1.2 for Last Airbender. Movie a lot of audiences didn't understand, and given my reaction, I didn't either. Now, while I don't have an issue with reimagining Yamcha as a player, since by the time Dragon Ball Z hits, he's already cheated with Bulma and will sleep with anything that moves, it's weird that they do the same thing with Goku. He even asks Gohan how to pick up girls as if he doesn't know that he's the orphan child of an elderly hermit. Gohan doesn't know what a girl is, let alone how to talk to one. Which explains why Goku's so out of touch that this is his romantic fantasy scene. It's so over the top it makes Twilight seem normal. The blood. Bulma does flirt with Goku, which I guess is appropriate because he is aged up enough that, and I don't know how much college she's done, let's be honest. This could still be pretty yikes. But the flirting, I don't know. It could be the bad acting. It could be bad direction. It could be... It's not bad casting, though. That's the thing. It's great casting, because if you've seen the U.S. Shameless, the two of them just get right back together. Bulma has invented a Dragon Raider, just like in the anime. Only this time, she has no idea how many Dragon Balls there are, or that they grant a wish. Literally, she invented an accessory for her purse to locate a yellow ball she has. And after it was stolen, she went, oh, there's more than one of these. My mental health has not been great the past year and a half. This is not helping.
Max, isn't the point of this movie to be positive about these movies and say good things?
Thomas, this movie is bad.
No, don't say that.
Don't say the movie's bad. You didn't want to watch it. Why didn't you two want to watch this movie?
You know,
tell the class why you. Tell the class why you didn't want to watch this movie. Why did I have to do Dragon Ball Evolution? The Legend Awakens.
That's because it's, you know.
No, I'm not
Eye
gonna say
contact
the word.
with the class.
It's. Okay, yeah. This movie might not be great.
As long as you'll admit it, I will try to review it positively. Goku looks like he's constantly constipated the whole time. Initially, myself and literally everyone here found this really annoying until you realize that Gohan has dictated that Goku cannot use violence to solve his problems. This is exactly what I imagined Goku doing when he's told he can't use violence to solve his problems. So, great understanding of source material. Akira Toriyama would be proud. Justin Chadwick rides a bike like someone who's never ridden a bike before, crashes into a parked car, which I get it. I don't know. It's dumb. I'd rather just get points when I crash into someone, but if he's standing there, I'm not getting much. Chi-Chi lives in a mansion. The Ox King has one too. It's just not as well maintained. They decided to make Bulma a weapons expert. I support giving Bulma something to do, and I genuinely appreciate when she starts just throwing her capsules at bad guys. So when they land on them, they're like fully formed cars and bikes. Like, it's good. No, Bulma is a scientist who understands how to do things and is on an adventure on her own. She should have some base level of competence, unlike whatever the anime is doing with her. And that's Dragon Ball Evolution.
What about the key?
You already watched that movie. They called it airbending.
What about the Ozaru?
You mean the Patterson Gimlin footage?
I wouldn't cover those.
Exactly. Your turn.
Okay, I get to talk about something that is one of my favorite anime.
Oh no.
I've never been this aggressively booed for liking it.
No, we have
I
an
love King's clothes.
we have an entire Conan panel. We're never giving it again, just for you.
I cry every night thinking
I love
about
this
it.
anime. I love this.
Oh, I'm so glad. Did you watch it on Adult Swim? Because I didn't. I found this anime when I was sifting through Jerry Jules' Behind the Voices page.
Wait, were you waiting in line to get this autograph?
Okay, why were you on Jerry Jules' Behind the Voices page?
It's because he voices my husbando. I finally learned how to pronounce that word. Barry the Chopper. I mean, Kyo Soma. Kyo, he's got wall slams, he's got anger issues, he's got irrational hatred for leaks. A picture-perfect bad boy.
You mean bastard. Detective Conan is a cop.
Yeah, ACAB. All cops are bad boys.
Isn't Conan 10?
Wait, let's move on. I'm not in the files, so don't worry about it. The anime Detective Conan, it's a long-running episodic crime series about a teen detective who gets turned into a 7-year-old version of himself. The live action is about Shinichi before he became Conan. Now, this is what all Conan fans have been dying to see, grown-up Shinichi. You know what this implies, though. Shinichi is going to return to his teenage form. The series will end.
The One Piece is real.
Gon will make it to the Dark Continent.
Isn't Conan 10?
Oh, no.
I never knew that.
I love this.
Oh, I'm so glad. Did you watch it on Adult Swim? Because I didn't. Now, there's also a much more manageable amount of these dramas to watch. There's 4 drama specials and an 11-episode series. Compare that to 1,193 episodes, 28 movies, 12 OVAs, and 13 TV specials. You're a bigger fan than me. I stopped at 650.
How do you have time to be at a convention?
There's a lot of Conan.
I need to stick with this for a second. How many screens do you have playing Conan at any one time?
Starting when I was like 4.
This is not a show for. I know it was marketed as a show for 4-year-olds in America. It is not a show for 4-year-olds.
4-year-olds weren't up at 2:30 a.m. when it was playing on TV, but let's continue. Anyway, this anime is impossible to summarize the overarching plot of in a single sentence, but for the live action, the set piece, easy. It's just Shinichi, Kogoro, and Ron stuck in a white room, trauma bonding over their past cases, none of which are canon. Now, they still keep a lot of anime-esque aspects. Kogoro's actor is crashing out to a spectacular effect all the time. And Hybra and Conan's voice actresses from the anime do dub over these child actors. That's right, these kids did not voice their own lines. You know, you can't trust children with anything.
We're saying all live-action adaptations are good, right?
Yes.
Well, in that case...
Yeah, at no point did we say this was anime only.
Well, this isn't to be confused.
We just implied it.
Well, I am talking about Borderlands, not to be confused with the 2007 horror film Borderland, which is a live-action adaptation of the scariest thing of all, real life. Let's start off with the logo of Borderlands. Look at it. Colorful, explosive, and just forbidden enough to keep the teens interested. The movie impressed me a lot, specifically with its bright soap opera studio lighting. Like, we can see all the hard work the makeup, costuming, and props departments had shopping at Spirit Halloween. Honestly, it's a miracle this movie is one of the best movies of all time. It was produced by Randy Pitchford, you know, the CEO of Gearbox, a man who left a USB of company secrets and no-no videos at a medieval restaurant.
Is that just... that should just read company secrets and company secrets.
Yeah, oh man. Oh, look it up. This happened.
Okay.
A criticism I've heard of this movie, a lot of the actors look too old for their roles. I don't disagree, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think it makes the characters more relatable. Like Game Lilith, relatable to teenagers, and Movie Lilith, relatable to people who played Borderlands when they were teenagers. Don't worry about the depression, though. That's universal. And this film, by far, has the best performances from actors you can't enjoy anymore. Like, look at this. It's the best performance out of Jamie Lee Curtis before he messed up and did something cringe. Kevin Hart before he messed up and did something cringe. And Jack Black before he messed up and did something cringe. But before he does something really cringe, I think we should recognize how much mileage this movie gets out of its soon-to-be canceled cast. Like, look. They cast Kevin Hart in a serious role, and somehow he's good in this. Well, I didn't think that was possible. I didn't even think it was possible for them to cast him like that.
So wait, you think Kevin Hart is normally funny? Exactly, yeah. They were just like, okay, just don't try.
Yeah.
He nailed it.
He nailed it. Normally, I'd complain about celebrity casting Jack Black instead of getting an actual voice actor, but it makes sense. They burn their bridge with the actual Claptrap voice actor.
With flint and steel.
Oh my gosh. Ariana Greenblatt, very good Tiny Tina. Honestly, child actor, and not the most annoying part of the movie. Good job, Borderlands. Unfortunately, this movie didn't do so well in the box office. So while it's unlikely Christ will descend a second
It's
time...
literally Easter.
What?
You're so upset that this is on Easter. I really love coming up with things to say to them and not preparing them.
Can I talk about how this movie is good?
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
No.
I have to say yes.
No.
Alright, this movie even won a Golden Trailer Award for Best Title Graphics. See, it's a winner, something my parents can never say about me. Also, it was nominated for something called a Razzie. And I'm not sure what those are, but they sound pretentious and important. So now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to lunch at a medieval times where I'm gonna, have a good, wear a crown, eat some mutton, leave a USB stick of company secrets lying around, and, maybe I'll get treated with respect there, because it don't get treated with respect up here.
Don't worry, nothing will be different.
If anybody finds that USB stick of company secrets, they're all fake. I don't trust him with anything. So, Thomas, you're saying Borderlands is a good movie. I get we're doing a bit, but...
Wait. We're doing a bit?
Wait, you liked The Last Airbender?
I liked every single movie I watched for this panel.
We all know Jack Black can't make a video game movie. He's already made 2 bad ones. The only thing he's ever been good in is Richard Linklater films, and even them fallen off. We need to talk about a film helmed by a true comedic thespian. That's right, we're talking about Adam Sandler's Pixels. Wait, you think I could talk about Five Nights at Freddy's? That movie's so bad.
Seriously, Max, you're gonna bat for Pixels here? Like, I know we're saying every adaptation is good, but, there is a line, and that line is Borderlands.
Thomas, you haven't even seen Pixels. I think if you want to talk smack on Pixels, you should have to watch it.
Watch it like 20 times.
Watch it, yeah, no, you watch Click 20 times. Maybe if, in our Discord, we could stream you watching Pixels. Next weekend or something.
No, I wouldn't like that.
That's too bad. We're gonna do that.
I think we were pretty good.
Okay, so am I allowed to talk about Pixels? Are we still going to force you to watch Pixels in the Discord? We've threatened it before and we didn't follow through. Should we make him watch Pixels?
So, dude, no.
Thank
Yes,
you.
we should.
You have to join it, though. That's the problem. Okay, let's go.
Wait, I don't know, Max. I think this might be kind of a Free Guy situation. What game is Pixels even based off of?
I didn't say Pixels was based off of a video game. It's based off of the 1983 cartoon Saturday Supercade. Are we good?
Continue.
I don't fucking care.
Yes.
Oh, no, I did it. Okay, so the premise here is that Adam Sandler, who is best friends with the president, Kevin James, works for Totally Not the Geek Squad. They're the nerd herd, or whatever. The Earth gets invaded by aliens, and Adam Sandler, who is a former professional gamer, has to train the military to fight the new pixelated madness. I love this premise, because it indicates that the United States Army is wholly unable to deal with the aliens threat, therefore cementing my deeply held belief that people who play Call of Duty are not real gamers. And just casual racists. Speaking of casual racists, Peter Dinklage does a great job portraying the stereotypical Call of Duty lobby rando. Racist, sexist, uses an aimbot because he's not even good at the game, almost hits the world. It's perfect. Adam Sandler also has a threesome with Michelle Monaghan and President Kevin James. And while I don't normally like the storyline of protagonist achieves objective and therefore wins woman as trophy, at least this time he literally saves the world and his wingman is again the President of the United States. So it could be more unrealistic. This also proves that Adam Sandler has a range Leonardo DiCaprio can only dream of having, i.e. the ability to convincingly date a woman of an appropriate age. Speaking of questionable sexual decisions, it's time to talk about Josh Gad. His whole character arc is him thirsting over this video game character. So they decide the character is just given to him as a literal trophy. And also she is Cubert. Also, Josh Gad looks like he wants to bang Cubert. Now I gotta say,
What do you think the snout's for?
I think we can all agree, at least you two have already demonstrated, Cubert's a great pick.
Yeah.
Absolute throat goat. But, see, the best throat goat, I think we need a top 5. In 5th place, we have a 3-way tie between Ed, and Eddie. They have a lot of room, and they know how to handle a ball. In 4th place, we have the mummy, Imhotep himself. Snakes have nothing on that jaw mechanism. At number 3, we have Thomas's favorite movie of what year was it?
2023.
2023, Taz from Taz, Quest for Burger. This Tasmanian devil can eat more than a burger, if you know what I mean. Though, I want to be clear, he has teeth and they do not look particularly brushed. So definitely a danger pick. It's why Victory Bell's not on the list. Number 2, as we all know, Cubert. I don't know who designed this little guy, but their preferences are clear. And number 1, you just say it all with me because you all know who it is. Dun, dun, dun. Kirby! Should be obvious. Thank you. It needed to be explained. Now, there could be an argument to include Pocopia Ditto on this list, but let's be honest, those soulless eyes are a real turnoff. Some of you might be upset that I didn't include Pac-Man, though, which could be a misstep, but again, he literally bites the hand that feeds him and institutes an actual death of the author. Imagine you're being promised that your little guy, Pac-Man's going to finally make his film debut, and you're going to be there with him, and your entire role is to call him a little turd, and then he bites your hand off. This feels like an episode of Pranked. Where is Ashton Kutcher? But, at least this movie gave us Movie Bob, who is pretty cool and is still making film reviews, which I was surprised to find out. I thought he died like 6 years ago. His Blue Sky Spud, he's just angry all the time. I love it. He hates the Sonic movies, so he's based. You can go.
Okay, at least Movie Bob probably understands the media that he watches. I've never seen Movie Bob, but I watched the original Ghost in the Shell back when I was a teenager, and it definitely went over my head. Luckily, the 2017 American version is much more palatable. Now, this movie stars Scarlett Johansson, who I only learned was blonde when I had to Google a photo of her for this panel. Now, the movie was neither a critical nor commercial success, but it was a success in my heart. And that wasn't enough for the studio, though, who blamed the movie not doing well on Scarlett Johansson not tweeting about it enough. Which, fair, I didn't hear about it from her Twitter. It's also a lot easier than blaming it on having a whitewashed cast, especially when this man is your director. Has anyone even heard of Rupert Sanders? How have you heard of him?
He's the guy who directed Ghost in the Shell. You just introduced him.
I'm moving on. Considering his very small resume here, I think it's fair for me to have not heard of him. It's worth pointing out this man only has 3 movies to his name. All of them are fan fiction of existing properties.
Isn't he the dude that made out with Kristen Stewart?
I don't follow current events.
I can Google it, but I feel like you're Googling it too.
No.
You're just rudely having. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I have my phone out. Everything I'm doing.
Now, people also complain about this movie straying too far from the source material, but I mostly remember the original for having cool computer screensavers, and this movie delivered. Now, the movie has the same ending, too. Motoko merges with another AI at the end, though this time Sam Altman is involved.
Oh.
Now the villain, Cutter, Still a capitalist scumbag, but they made him look way more punchable this time. Now, there's a few real changes.
No, you can continue.
This is a development story.
It's old.
So the real changes included adding a scene where Motoko feeds this cute stray dog. Now, it's a scientific fact that the presence of a cute dog makes any piece of media better. This is why Crayon Shin-chan is a cinematic masterpiece and Sazai-san is boring garbage. Now, we also got a happier ending. Instead of Balto sticking Motoko's soul in a child robot body off the black market, Motoko gets a new mother figure. Now, there is an added character, Dr. Ue, who is Motoko's doctor, and they have multiple emotional conversations about humanity together throughout the movie. Hey everybody, there were 2 women in this movie. They spoke to each other about something other than a man. Assuming at least one of these 98 innocent people wasn't.
Well, they couldn't have been. They were innocent. None of them were men.
Hey everybody, I think we just passed the Bechdel test. The original didn't do that.
Neither did this panel.
It's completely unexpected that cyberpunk media is easier to understand as an adult.
Speaking of the Bechdel test, from our lady boners, Kristen Stewart admitted to cheating on Robert Pattinson with director of Snow White and the Huntsman. Honestly, my first thought was, you're working with Thor and you sleep with the director. So yes.
How am I supposed to proceed from that?
You can't follow that. We peaked.
Hear me out. The Grinch is a good adaptation, and is something that should be looked at with adoration, despite Jim Carrey invoking feelings of frustration.
Wait, is he giving this review all in rhyme?
Oh no. This review is going to last a very, very long time.
And I know what you're thinking. What more could you add to make 30 minutes 2 hours instead? How about an expanded Cindy Lou Who spot? Or giving the Grinch a romantic subplot? Or perhaps a tragic backstory, and adding in a car chase scene is absolutely mandatory. And I know what you're thinking. What makes this movie so based? And it's the contribution it makes to the political space. The Who's are capitalists commercializing Christmas, and that's all destroyed by all of the overwhelming Grinchness. So even with the anti-capitalist bend, the Grinch is proven right in the end. The Grinch's small heart still grows 3 sizes, and it's all about the true spirit of Christmas that Whoville realizes. Now, before you complain about the Grinch getting political, consider the way you view media might be a little non-critical. So take a step back and let me remind you of all the comics Dr. Seuss made about World War II. So after the Grinch, my spirit was high, so much that I wanted more Seuss movies to grace my eyes.
Thomas, how many Dr. Seuss movies did you binge?
We really need to stop him after this. It's so cringe.
Yeah!
So on to Cat in the Hat, I went with a smile. And I'll admit, I lasted quite a while. I ultimately gave up when the cat murdered a child. So, after all this, I'm just glad the Grinch finally got to Grinch the Cat in the Hat.
First of all, I want to know, the person who thinks the Cat in the Hat is goated also thinks Sonic Unleashed is goated, so do not take their opinion seriously.
A broke clock is right twice a day.
No. He's off by 10 minutes, so he's never right. So, okay, I get it. You really like the Grinch is the Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. We don't have to pretend to like that movie.
No, what do you mean? This panel is about how things are good. We're positive. The things we hate in this panel are each other, not the media.
Yeah. We like live action adaptations. This is animated.
Oh no.
And also not an adaptation.
Oh no.
That means I can stop pretending and get angry.
Max, don't do it. I like this movie.
So the whole
don't do it.
So again, I think we can all agree the whole purpose of the Grinch is that he hates that Christmas has become a commercial mess, and he learns to enjoy Christmas when the capitalist veneer is removed and he sees people just genuinely enjoy the company of their friends. That's exactly how I will feel when my heart grows. His heart is growing 3 sizes. It's painful. I mean, here's the thing. He enjoys hanging out with the Who's. I can't do that with my family because as soon as it gets into politics, my stepmom's like, "Why do you say mean things about the president? He might get mad at you." That's the whole point. He sucks. Anyway, in this movie, the Grinch lets out his righteous anger on the Cat in the Hat because the Cat in the Hat does a double park. I get it. Double parking sucks. But comparing it to actively opposing late-stage capitalism is kind of messed up. I think Thomas only likes this movie for this very specific spring shot.
What? No!
Thomas, we understand your priorities, and they have been banned from conventions. Oh, wait, this is still me. Now, there are many more amazing live-action adaptations that we haven't covered because we don't have a lot of time left, like Prince of Tennis. Or Bacano. So I'm a spider, so what? Lucky Star. The Yowie Paddle. And even Durara. Stay gold, Miyuki Ryugamine. But there's one more live adaptation that we have to discuss. And no, it is not the medallion. It is this piece of garbage. The One Piece adaptation is easily one of the least accurate adaptations ever made. Specifically, the inaccurate physical attributes of one character. You know which character. What did they do to my man's nose? You thought I was going to talk about Nami? Like, that is not a realistic body shape. But if that is your realistic body shape, that's fine. You can come on up. We could talk about it over a coffee or something later. And then we got to the second season, and it got even worse. First, Luffy does not punch a whale. Instead, he serenades it. This isn't Carol and Tuesday. Music shouldn't be solving our problems. Second, they claim you can cure depression by erasing paint from your face. I tried. I'm still depressed. And worst of all, not only have they not fixed my man's nose, but they had the gall to make Chopper CGI instead of a puppet. I want a puppet. This show is trash. I'm so happy the critics and audiences agree with me.
What about adaptations that should be made? Like, can we find some pieces of anime that would drastically be improved if they were just, ran through the good old Netflix machine?
I thought Pacific Rim was even Galleon's live action.
It's whatever you want it to be, baby.
What about Stitch? I think this would work. Stitch is such a cool and marketable character. Seeing hilarious antics in live action would be really something special.
They did that already.
Okay, yeah, but that's about Lilo in Stitch. I'm talking about the anime Stitch. Where Stitch abandons Lilo and moves to Japan.
Wait. So I thought they said Ohana meant family. Does this mean Ohana? Does Ohana mean I'm going out for cigarettes?
Yeah, pretty much in this one.
Ohana means Lilo's going to be traumatized.
Okay, what about a live-action adaptation of Batman Ninja? Like, yeah, Robin's haircut is kind of a crime, but this combines the two coolest things ever, Batman and ninjas. I like how come Japan gets Batman Ninja when all we get here in the States are all of these movies. Oh, and these movies. Like, come on, it's just not fair. And finally, I think Haruhi Suzumiya really deserves to get a live-action adaptation. Take the Endless 8 arc. The character.
I mean, were you around when it was like every week?
Yes, it was airing.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm with you. Our lives sucked.
Just did.
I was at a con and we all stopped to go to the hotel room to watch it, and we're like, it's Endless 8
I
still.
was so angry.
You can continue.
This could be about the characters living their life in an increasingly similar day where nothing really changes, no progress is made. And I don't know about you, that sounds familiar and relatable. I'm pretty much living it. Like,
Stinking dead end job.
stinking dead end job, exactly.
You don't even have. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so happy.
At once I've had up to 3 dead end jobs. And the best part about adapting the Endless 8 arc, you don't know if it'll end. If it will ever end. If the show will end, or if your life will ever change for the better. After all, you're stuck. You're stuck here with us. And you won't even be able to tell if it's real life or if Netflix is just on autoplay. Oh, are you still here?
We did it! Special thanks to James Cameron, but only if he stops making Avatar movies. No, seriously, why did Avatar 2 do so well in the box office? I thought it was a dead franchise. Speaking of dead franchises, can they stop making new Jurassic Park movies? The Carnosaur franchise was way better anyway, and John Goodman. We have one more panel. It's in the gaming panels, which is in the Skagit, which is like the basement of this building. No, or the other one? Other one, cool. Yeah, we had to look for it last night. It was a nightmare.
No,
Well, it's the same building, but it's like across the way.
Yeah, Arc 2 Electric Boogaloo. Yeah. I mean,
Bingo.
that's the right way to do it because the panel's in an hour, so you could artist alley for like 45 minutes, then get over there. And for those of you who didn't raise your hand on spending money yet, you could. You could be included with the rest. One of us. I have a rule where I don't buy non-standard prints. It's much safer. If it's not 11 by 17, I don't want it. That's some fucking 10 by 20s. It's a nightmare. Anyway, that QR code will take you to our social medias. If you haven't followed us on various social medias yet, please do so.
Click the OnlyFans link.
Shit. Don't listen to him. And finally, if you have not yet received a badge ribbon, we still have 5th Gen and Pokemon badge ribbons, but we are all out of Sonic Says Abolish Ice. Let me get those up.